Twesimye kubanga tuli ku Star TV Myenyegwanga amanya ne dobozi Uthman Beka Sepebwa kutuza ku program omulambuzi lunaku olw'omukaaga essaawa ziba 2:30 ez'akawungezi mwe tukulambuliza eggwanga Uganda nobaako ebintu ebyenjawulo byonyiga ate ne tukubiriza naawe obeeko kyokola ogenda olambula eggwanga Uganda nga buli kufaanana. Nakugamba nti omwaka guno tugenda kulambula paka buli kifo kyonna ekirimu ebyobulambuzi mu ggwanga tugezeeko okubanga tubikuleetera mu ddiiro lyo, tugezeeko okubanga tuba ku kitukuyigiriza ekyenjawulo. N'olunaku olwaleero bye tulina bingi ddala, naye tujja tambula mpola mpola nate tulabe nga tubimaliriza mu ngeri eneesoboka yonna. Olugendo lwaffe tubadde mu Lango Sub-Region. Lango Sub-Region erimu districts eziwerako gye tusimbye amakanda ne tubako ebintu ebyenjawulo bye tukezezzaako okuba nga tukufunira. Era nga kulambula kwaffe kwatandika ddala olunaku lwakusatu olumaze ennaku kumpi 8 nga tulambula region y'Elango. Bingi bye tukuleetedde bye tugenda okuba nga tulaba olunaku olwaleero obadde ennaku ezigenda okuba nga ziddiringana. Mu kuyisako akatonotono olunaku lwaffe twatandikira olunaku olwokusatu nga twatandika mu district ye Oyam gye twasinziira ne tubaako ebintu bingi bye tulaba. Oyam district ogimanyiko ki? Tugenda kuba nga twalaba mu Oyam district ate n'oluvannyuma bwe twavaawo ne tweyongerayo. Naye nga tuba tetunabagenda mu Oyam kasooke nkwiseko mu bintu ebitonotono ku ebyo district kwezo zetusobodde okuba nga tutambulamu nga tuli mu Lango. Kugambye twaliko mu Oyam, bwe twava Oyam ne tugenda Kole district zino ziriranaganye eyo naye waliwo bye twajjayo ne tugenda Lira abasinga obungi gye mumanyi Lira, naye ekyenjawulo kye twafunye Lira nti bw'oba wagenda Lira emyaka 5 emabega noddayo kati waliwo kyanjawulo oba ebyenjawulo bingi by'osobola okuba nga ate olaba. Bwe twava Lira nate ne tugenda Otuke district nayo bingi bye twalaba bye twasobola okuba nga tulaba. Otuke district bwe twavaayo ne tugenda Albatong abasinga obungi ekyafaayo ekiriyo kye basinga okumanya kwe wali entaana ya munaffe munabyamizannyo yawangula omudaali gwa Uganda ogwasooka ogwa Olympics John Akibowa. Bwe njogera bwetyo bannaffe bannabyamizannyo mugezaako okuba nga mukitegeera. Bwe twavaayo nate ne tugenda Dokolo district nayo ne tubaako ebyenjawulo bye twalaba. Bwe twava Dokolo district nate munaaye ne tugenda Amulata district ewali center ya Uganda oba masekati ga Uganda nga bwe okitegeera nayo ne tubaako ebyenjawulo bye twasobola okuba nga tulaba. Naye no munange eno ebinnyanja byo abavubi mingi bye musobola okuba nga ate mugenda ne muvuba. Amulata twamuvaako ne tuyoka tugende Kwanya gye twalaba ebyenjawulo amazzi aga bbulu oba ennyanja eya bbulu gyesangibwa. Tulabako n'ebintu ebirala bingi, omuti ogusinga okuba nga obukulu nga guweeza ddala emyaka kumpi 4 n'okudda waggulu. Olwava Kwanya nate munaaye olugendo lwaffe ne tuba nga tulikomekereza mu district ya Apache gye twasobola okuba nga tukembekereza olugendo lwaffe nate olugendo era lwakomekereza ku ntaana yali eya President wa Uganda Apollo Milton Obote we yawumuzibwa oluvannyuma lw'okuba nti yasavinga ekisanya kye ate n'agenda muwaŋŋanguse oluvannyuma n'akomawo gye yafiira n'abeera ng'aziikibwa wano Akokolo mu Apache district. Olugendo bwe bwe lwatambula era kansubire nti ebyonna byonna ogenda kuba nga obiraba ku Star TV Emyenyegwanga. Bingi bye tukuleetedde, bingi bye tugenda okuba nga tukulaga nate nga kugambe twatandikira mu district ya Oyam gye twasobola okuba nga tusinze amakanda gaffe ne tulaba biki ebiri mu Oyam. Njagala tugende mu district ya Oyam tulabe bye twasobodde okugirayo. Katukomewo tovaawo. Yatukyali ffenna ku TV Emyenyegwanga nange Beka Sempebwa kubanga nkuweza programu y'omulambuzi kunaku lw'omukaaga essaawa ziba 2:30 ez'akawungeezi mwe tukulambuliza eggwanga Uganda. Ne tukusomesa ate ne tukubiriza naawe obeeko ebintu by'oyiga, naawe obeeko ebitundu ebyenjawulo byogezako kubanga olambula olabe Uganda bwefaana lwaki kula ya Africa. Oyam district waliyo ebintu bingi betwasobodde okubanga tukuleetera n'ebyo tugenda kubanga ate tubikulekera obirabe nga bwe bifaanana. Ne mulundi guno essira lyaffe ndowooza tusinze diteeka ku dark tourism. Abantu abasinga obungi dark tourism temumanyi faanana atya naki lwaki ayitibwa dark tourism. Emabegakaawo emyaka egiwedde emabega Uganda yalina ebizibu by'abayeekera ab'enjawulo abasobola okubanga batirimbula abantu mu bitundu ebyenjawulo. Wano ffe bannabyabulambuzi nate wetuva ne tugamba nti bino ebasites zino oba ebitundu bino ebyenjawulo mwafiira abantu abasinga obungi kumpi abawera 5 kudda waggulu. Tukigezaako kitaminga oba tugezaako kitanga dark tourism kugezaako kubanga tulambula ebifo bino tuyige nate twagalize bannaffe emirembe nogezaako kubanga tubayozayiza olw'okuba nti basobola okuvunaka obuvuzi bwobwo bwe bayitamu nga bali bitundu ebyenjawulo. Ebisinga bino zaali kampu ez'enjawulo ze bagezaako kubanga ate abayikira aba Lord Resistance Army bagezaako kubanga balumba ebitundu bino emyaka egy'eddaawo ne babeera nga batirimbula abantu mu mbeera ey'enjawulo. Katukomewo temuvaawo.
My name is Phillips Ogile Zakayo. I am chairman LLC3 of this place. This place is called Abok sub-county. It is in Oyam district, Oyam County North. It is a sub-county which is bordering Acholi and Lango. We have a central government road which access this place from Bobi to via Ngai to Aromo. This place is unique in this country. It is among 3 spots where being mentioned in the International Criminal Court, where Commander Dominic Ongwen massacred civilian here in 2004. It happened so in a wee hour of 8th June 2004 when people were in internally displaced camp where the LRA rebels under the command of Dominic Ongwen came, gathered people here. All this place you are seeing here was a camp. Where this monument is situated is where over 20 people were massacred here. People were massacred here in a very strange manner, and these are only number which were recorded by that time. But many people were massacred. Others died in the bush, others were buried elsewhere. But here, mainly purpose for this monument. This place is unique. I believe Uganda government can explore it as a site of black tourism, because first of all, we are having many people who are coming. Just yesterday, we had a ruling of compensating people who are massacred here. There is a fund which is going to bring many countries from Europe who are coming in Abok, Odek, and Lukodi for what we are calling reparation. So, meaning if reparation is happening here and Uganda government is not putting up a structure here, is not putting up a structure to tap revenue from outside world, then we are not doing the right thing. So I believe this place is a right place for black tourism, and I call upon the president of this country, His Excellency the chairman of the NRM party and the Commander-in-Chief General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, to consider Abok sub-county as a black tourism center. In a report, when you go to a Baraza report from Office of the Prime Minister, you will also see from a point where it is coded that we need also a technical school here in memory of those ones who are massacred here. We need something in memory. When you go to Barlonyo, there is something put in memory for those ones who are massacred. When you go to Abia, there is something. Abia is in a different district, not in Oyam. So we have been praying for here being coded as a black tourism center. Briefly, that is what concerns this massacre center. Every year, June, 8th June, we normally conduct a memorial prayer here. This very place. People always come from different places, different non-governmental organization comes here, praying in memory of those ones who are massacred. So many things are shared here. Others are experiences of the past. Remember, the massacre happened here. Rehabilitation has never happened here at all yet. We are only having government programs, not a special program for people who are living in this area.
Here, by then, there was a matron who was sleeping here. Usually for her, she used to sleep with the door open. She used not to close even the door. But she said it was a miracle that night that she had to think about closing. Because when those people came, they tried opening this door several times. Now, what saved her was that she had locked the door from inside. Then, in this room, there were a lot of edibles, sweets, biscuits that had remained from like the previous, when they had given to the students. So one of them, he smashed the window from behind and could see what? Things inside. And he told the friend, no, leave that door, the edibles here. So that's when he came, he opened from inside, he jumped from inside, opened the door, and they went and carried the edibles, the sweets, the biscuits, the sodas, whatever they could pick from this room. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying on the 10th, or 10th of October, yeah, those people came. So when they came, they cut the gate. The gate was no longer there, there was another one. So they cut the barbed wire next to the gate. Then they entered, they followed that route where Yupov came from, moved like this, then they went to the dormitories, then they took the girls. Afterwards, also they left through the same route. Then, of course, after that, next morning, very early in the morning, Sister Raquel and a teacher called JB, John Bosco Chen, he left. They went immediately with a bicycle to follow the girls. So they kept on moving in the villages, asking people like, where have you seen this people, where have they passed? Then they kept on directing them the way these people moved. And they went and got them between the border of Langa and Acholi, dozens of feet somewhere far there, between the border of Langa and Acholi. So when they got the rebels with the gas 139, of course, they started pleading, like, can you give me my girls? Like, I will give anything you want. You want money? I have money to give you. But they said, no, sister. For us, we don't want your money. We don't want anything. We just want the girls. That's what we were told. But we have to come and what? Get the girls. So the sister kept on pleading, begging them, give me the girls, please. So the rebel said, okay. He would pick, he was called Lagira. That was the rebel commander. He was called Lagira. So he picked like, let me say like 50, then gave to sister. I give you 50, go with them. Then sister said, no, I'm not leaving without my girls. Again, he added until it remained 30. Then the teacher told the sister that, sister, it's better we first take this 109. Because if he changes his mind, he might even, again, grab them all. So the sister said, okay, let us go, but I will come back. As they left, the sisters used another route and they got lost on their way. Lagia receives a phone call from Coin, asking him, have you really completed the assignment? He said, yes, we have got the girls. How many? He told him like 139. Then he was like, are they there all? He said, no. There's this stubborn sister here, this white sister who was here, kept on pleading, so I had to give her 109. So now I'm remaining with the 30. Then he told her, I want them all, go and get them. So these people followed them again. But the fact that they used a different route and they got lost, these ones also got lost. So they never met. Had they met again, they would have got all the girls. So that is how those girls remained. So sister was promising them about she was going to go back. But afterwards, those people continued with that journey. By the time, those people also could not come back here again to follow those girls up to here because the government soldiers already arrived. So then the barracks was established where there was full security in this area. And that is how it is. So those people continue with the 30 up to Sudan. Yeah, that is it. So those ones that came back, 109 that came back, continue with their educations here. They finished from here, senior 4 at least. Others came back for A-level, others went to do sciences, other schools, and now they're in different professions. Others are in medicine, lawyers. Actually, roughly only like that very day, right? The morning of that day, because sister moved immediately. Yeah, but had she taken long, probably they could have moved also, because that border is a bit a distance.
Here generally was a camp, internal displaced camp, where you are seeing all those houses you are seeing that side. It was a camp. No houses was like that side you are seeing. Where we are, it was a Muha militia detached. Where you are seeing those cements, the graves you are seeing, it was a stress of the barrack, where the militias are used to put their those where you know the army, how they put their stress. And when these people came in the evening that day, they came in 3 groups. And the 3 group, one came from this side, and the other one came and covered the camp. Then the other one came to this side. When they came in that evening, the number were over 4,000 people in the camps. And when they came, they looted the camps. They went and burnt the number of people in the camps. And they defeated the militias groups because they were outnumbered. The number were few. They were around 36 in numbers. So they were defeated. After defeating them, our people were massacred. Others were burnt in the houses. The camps, there was a camp. Our people were burnt there. Then here where you are seeing, the number is not fully written, but the number of people were on the mass graves. There are 302 in numbers. So here generally, where you are seeing those are graves. When the Uganda museums came and we started gadgeting the place, we discovered again another tool. When you see the small graves that side, there's a grave that side that we discovered as a committee of the site, and those people were buried after the 300 people were already buried. The events leaves a number of people injuries, The one that we took into the hospital was 72 in numbers, and out of the 72, some survived, but some died in the hospital. Then there are those who came from the hospital, but again they came and died from home. So the number of people who are injuries that we are having, some of them died. But the number of people who are buried, who went and they were killed outside, we had over 1,000 people who were massacred outside, and some were dumped into the river. We have river that side we call it Kaguta Bridge. So some people were buried there. That's a brief history of the site. But during from that day up to date, we use memorial prayers to really as tools of healing the community, the victims whom their relatives, their parents were massacred here. So we have the yearly commemoration prayers. And the number,
Which date?
we have it on the 22nd every year, yearly. Like for this year, we had a number of over 10,000 people came here for the commemorations. We prepare as a museums, as a district leadership and a sub-county leadership, but our capacity cannot accommodate all this. And again, the number that we are still having every year, we add people from different places of the country come to commemorate together with us, and some even come from outside Uganda. The challenge we are having here, as we came alone, when the site attendants, we are not in the place. We cannot guard this place safely. We don't have the fence that could help us to guard this place, to protect this place safely, because our traditional wanted the graves like that to be kept with the respect of the traditional respect. But as a committee, we cannot make it. Like when we are having this the function of the commemoration prayers yearly, we do fundraising locally, and others, the district support. The community support us in even cleaning the site. They support us even the local fundraising, because the little that we get from the ministry cannot accommodate the number that we had. Yes, inside we have those one at the Massacre, even the other one we had them in the fire. Inside, if you go, you get the number of people who are put on the grave. The 302, they are inside our exhibition room. When you enter the exhibition room, you will get those details and their names. They are inside. Generally, the site, as I told you before, the site is managed by the local community. The people whom their relatives are massacred, because the committee comprises of the people whom their relatives has been murdered or were murdered. Then also the district leadership. We coordinate the district leadership, sub-county leadership. Here we have the Gweng sub-county local government. Then we also have Lira district local government. Then the Ministry of Tourism, Department of Monument and Site. The river was named after when the president came here, pledge, in memory of the pledge. They will give us the school that you are seeing is attached to this site, is Agro-Technical Institute. We have the river that was also named in memory of this site, but also we named Kaguta Bridge. We call it Kaguta Bridge because it was the president who pledged to construct the bridge, and those were the bridge that bridge is It's a river called River Moroto. By then it was called River Moroto. But we named it after we requested the president to construct those area, because that area was the entrance point of the Lord Resistance Army. So which used to disturb us through those link line. So we proposed that a bridge should be constructed there, at least to link us from that side to Tuke district. It's just within Lira district and the other side, Tuke district block. Monument was in 2004 when the massacre took place. It was after some months, then it was erected. But also, basically, some information was sealed because the person who came to erect this thing did not had all the information. So some information was sealed, but inside you get all the information. When you work with the ministry they dig all the information, and the information are inside.